So good morning. Let's start our chanting session. So last time too, we spoke about, how important it is to be present for the mantra, for it not to become mechanical. So before we start today, let's take a minute or two. Let's close our eyes. Let's take a minute or two and be more aware of our breath, aware of myself, where I'm sitting, how I'm sitting, and be, I think, a bit more mindful that yes, I'm here and that I'll be chanting and I'm present to this chanting. So if we want to become the chant, we have to be present to the chant. I mean, it sounds obvious, but nothing is obvious, and we have to be mindful and careful for things not to become mechanical, and then we slowly lose interest, and then we say it didn't work. I mean, I tried it. Yeah, so let's just take three breaths and be with the breath, and then we'll start with the Om chanting. So I hope you're all sitting or lying comfortably. Sitting is better. And then let's take a deep breath in and let go. Another deep breath in and let go. And last, another one. Hold and then let go. Monica and I, we have this joke, and I would like to share it right now, that, it's like how even the breathing is teaching us not to hold on, not to cling, right? Like even the breath, we have to let go the old breath if we want, the new breath. And of course, we do want the new breath. So, like don't hold on to anything and just let go. So thank you. And on this note, I'll, play the Om mantra. Again, people like to chant it in different ways. So we can go A, U, Ma, or we can just go Om. So we'll do that for 5 minutes. The Om mantra, I'll play the sound and we can do it at our own pace and trying to keep with the sound. Thank you. So again, we can take a breath in and start with the Om chanting. So, just a reminder, there is no rush when we are chanting the mantras. There's nobody we need to follow. The background chant that we play is just, for that energy, that vibration. We can chant Om at any pace that feels okay with us. We don't have to catch up to the way the person is saying, the sound is, the voice is saying. So just relaxing and with awareness, chanting the mantras. Either, verbally aloud, like we discussed, so we can chant aloud, or we can, move our lips, but the sound doesn't come. That's the second chanting. And the third, and the one which is highly recommended, is the silent chanting, but not mechanical, silent, aware chanting. So after Om, let's look at this new mantra today. Om Mani Padme Hum, or Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. So this, I cannot imagine what this mantra, what all this could mean, because, wherever you go, especially, in Buddhism, like if you visit a nunnery or a monastery, the whole compound is filled with Om Mani Padme Hum. The sounds, the prayers, the chantings, the handicrafts, the flags, they have these syllables. Om Mani Padme Hum. It's also called the mantra of compassion. And I think if there's one thing that we really, really, really need in today's world, is compassion. And I, also, of course, aspire for compassion. And I think, sometimes we mistake compassion for just, I don't know, maybe just being kind. But somehow I feel that compassion is deeper. It like, I don't know, it feels there's some oneness in compassion that, if you are hurting, I'm hurting too, because we are all one. When you are in pain, I am in pain too. And, we can extend it to, I don't know, everything. Say, like, if I throw something, a polythene, a poly bag, it goes to places and it hurts me, like it goes to a fish and then I don't know, the fish hurts, or if you eat the fish, it has that polythene in it. I don't know, weird examples I'm giving, but it needs that oneness, compassion. Yeah, so there are so many definitions, there's so many explanations of Om Mani Padme Hum. But the simplest one and the one I resonated with that I'll share right now, we'll share more, in the upcoming sessions, is the one that was given by Dalai Lama himself when a student had asked him that, I've been chanting this mantra repeatedly, I don't know, since forever, but I don't know what it means. So the Dalai Lama said, he gave a long explanation. The crux was that Om, the basic state of our being, the A, U, Ma, the three syllables in Om, they represent body, mind, and speech. That makes our basis. So he said that, how we have the lower body, mind, and speech, and then we have the higher body, mind, and speech. So we have to transform from the lower to the higher. And how do we do the transformation? So the transformation from the lower to the higher is done by Mani Padme Hum. So Mani is a jewel, money in Hindi, like we say Mani, they pronounce it. So money, he says, altruism is the money. It's the jewel, it's the precious jewel. And altruism is like, you know, caring or wishing for the wellness of others. But, in a, you're disinterested. There is no, like clinging or great movement there. You're just, altruism is a state mostly, right? Like it just is you. So you caring, actively caring, and yet, there is no movement too much in the being. So disinterestedness is there. So altruism, he said, is the jewel, and Padme is wisdom. Padma is wisdom, and Hum, yeah, he said, is the combination. So with, how do you transform? You transform with the wisdom and altruism. You transform the body, mind, and speech from the lower that we do to the higher. And there are so many others, like I said. So, but with this in mind, now I'll play Om Mani Padme Hum. We can hear it for a few times and then we can join in silently or we can chant aloud. There are stories and stories of, how beautiful, how powerful this particular chant is. And we'll take those stories as we move forward. So I'll put it now. So again, there is no rush to join in to anything that is being played. Relaxing, taking a time, taking a deep breath in, letting it go, and we can join the mantra when we feel ready. So that was Om Mani Padme Hum. So again, it's what Dalai Lama said, mantra that is chanted to make the impure, to transform the impure into the pure, the false into the truth, the false that I am not, but I think I am, into the pure that I am. So, in chanting, in mantras, there's of course this sound, right? Like without even thinking when we are chanting or we are listening, lot of times people play these mantras in the backgrounds and they clear the negative energy, they say. The sound energy in a mantra clears the negativity. And yet, when we do it with intention, you know it the it just gets so much more gets added to it whenever we chant a mantra, knowing the meaning with the intention. So if possible, especially in the beginning, we must remember that until we don't need to. So it's 6:55. So we have done Om, we have done Om Mani Padme Hum, and I think I like to end with mother's mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate, in her own voice. So again, this was, the mantra mother used that, came to her, that she felt, like that she said that it's like, things keep coming from our subconscious to us. And mother said, whenever anything comes from my subconscious, the only thing that meets the subconscious upcoming, the things that are coming from the mother's side is Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo, so much gratitude, as much gratitude as it's possible, make me thine. Yeah, so I'll play that. Anybody who has to leave can leave, or we'll chant this for 5 minutes and then we'll end. So in mother's voice, Om Namo Bhagavate. Again, we can take a deep breath in and listen or join the chanting. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Bhagavate. Om Namo 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 Bhagavate. Om Namo
Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate.
Monica, if it's possible, would you like to share what you were sharing about Om Namo Bhagavate, the writing aspect, if it's possible for you right now?
Yeah, so it's just something personal experiment that I do, which I feel that it benefits to concentrate. So in this, if I'm lying down or sitting, I just imagine, instead of mentally thinking or chanting the mantra, I imagine that the mantra is written in my body. So just visualizing it in either Hindi or English or whatever language, and I'm reading it. So yeah, it's just this, and I just, instead of I think it involves the visual sense in some way. So just to have an improved focus on the mantra, and I feel it also has a purifying effect. In fact, all mantras have a purifying effect, but since we lose our concentration again and again, we wander away. So writing it down in my body, like visualizing that it's written down and looking at it again and again, somehow, yeah, I feel benefited by that. Just that.
Yeah, thank you. So, like last time, before we end, I'll request that if we all can, that's great. But whoever is willing, if they would like to, chant for a minute or two, anything that they would like, or simply just Om, we can unmute and do that right now. Thank you. So, if not, we can all just, yes, Monica, thank you. So we can all just, chant Om 3 times. Then I'll just say the Shanti mantra. We'll chant Om and then we can end. So let's take a deep breath in. If we are okay, we can unmute and do it together, or we can stay muted. So we're taking a deep breath in. Om. Another breath. Om. Breathing again. Om. ॐ द्यौ शान्ति अन्तरिक्ष शान्ति पृथिवी शान्तिराप शान्ति औषधय शान्ति वनस्पतय शान्ति विश्वे देव शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वं शान्ति शान्ति सामा शान्तिरापा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्ति 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 सर्वेभ्यो नमः. Thank you. We'll end the session here.
Thank you.